All right, we're going to try looking at some of the various websites you may need or that you may need to access through the year in fourth grade. So we're going to start out here on the main Hollidaysburg Area School District website, the Tiger Wires page. From there, you can click on Select a School and go to Foot of 10. And then once you're in there, a really good place to go is to this FOT web links page. That's the page the students are most used to. Now, there are some other links through here to some of the sites that are also on the web links page, but this is probably where you'll want to start, because this is what the students see come up on their Chromebook every time they sign in. So one of the most handy websites, and I have a separate video kind of explaining some things about this site, but Think Central is the website for our reading series and our math series. So to sign in here, students need to sign in with their Google account through the Hollidaysburg School District. So I'm just going to use a student account here to get in. Okay. And then it comes up with some different choices. It has things to do, my library, my scores, but that's how you'll get in there. My library shows you basically all of the components for our math and our language arts series, including the interactive student edition textbooks, the interactive student edition videos and our Go Math student edition ebook textbooks. The Math on the Spot videos are very good as well. For reading, it's the same thing. I just click the reading tab and it would have those things in here as well. Once again, the student ebook, the students' write-in reader books and reader's notebooks and those sorts of things are available here as well, along with many, many other resources. So this is where they can access all the components to their reading series and all the components to their math series. In my scores, it would show them the results of anything that they had been assigned and completed. And then under things to do, it would show any assignments that they happen to be assigned. So all of those things would be there under the things to do tab. Okay, so that's the Think Central site. And I have a more extensive video on that as well that I can send out links for. If you need them, just let me know. Another place that students will need to go and be familiar with is Google Classroom. Google Classroom is kind of our organization center for the students. Now I'm logged in here on a student temporary account, so it actually has access to many different teachers' boards and classes on this sample account. One of the main ones that you'll see on a fourth grader's page is our homework board. So if you click into the homework board, there are homework boards for all 4 teachers. And so whichever teacher your child has for a particular subject, if they have Mr. Wessner for math, you would click on Mr. Wessner's board and you would look at the math assignments there. So that's an easy way to keep track of that. But otherwise, you'll just see the various classes, various courses that the student may have to navigate. I'm going to click through here and it'll bring up all those classes again, or I can just click classes to go back to that main board as well. So all of those different courses can be found there. When you click into a class, the first page you're going to come to is our stream page. Okay, so the stream page kind of has things, it's not always the most organized. It just kind of is a dumping ground in some cases. But if I go into the classwork tab, sometimes there, depending on the teacher, they might be organized a little more clearly. Right now, we're in the middle of our COVID shutdown, so things are a little different than normal with the way that I have this class set up. But that's where you can go into any classes that your child's teachers have set up. Will be right there in Google Classroom. Okay. Other important sites for fourth graders to know are the AR site. Now for AR, it's a little different. When students log in, they're going to log in with just their cafeteria number, and the password is AA. And in there, students, and unfortunately I can't really get in easily as a student to this one, but when they're in there, students are very familiar with AR and how to access the books and the quizzes, and they can take quizzes on library books or books they maybe have in their own personal libraries at home within their reading levels. Depending on the teacher, they have different requirements for those, but that's a place to go and look. Another one that is pretty handy for our students is First in Math. And I need to find it on here. Right there. This is the one that's a little different. So most of the time, at least the logins are similar. So the Google login works for Think Central. The Google login works for Google Classroom, works for many of our other sites as well. But on First in Math, students were assigned a specific login by their teacher. So they should have that, and they use a random word generator. So sometimes those are quite strange. I see they have login with Clever. So maybe someday soon they'll be able to add login with Google here as well. But for right now, they don't. But in there, students can play a variety of different math games, math activities to practice their basic facts. Another place that we really enjoy in fourth grade is Study Island. Now, Study Island, once again, we're going to log in with our Google account, but there's one slight difference here. And Study Island's a little tricky to get in because I clicked log in, but now I need to come down here and click log in again under Study Island for schools. And again, I'll log in with that account. Now this time, you are not going to need to type at hasdtigers.com. For our other accounts, we do that. For Think Central, for Google Classroom, we need to type that extension, kind of like it's an email address. For this one, it's just that username and password. You'll click sign in. And it will take you in, and there's lots of good practice. It's a lot of practice with the kinds of questions students will see on standardized tests. So it shows the topics and assignments they might have working on, and you can click on any of those to practice any of those different topics or skills. They have math. They also have reading, so you can choose different areas there as well. Okay, so that's Study Island. I believe those are the main ones. Now, right now, some of us are trying a site called No Red Ink, and No Red Ink has caused some students some troubles here. But if we go to the No Red Ink site, let's see here, we should be able to log in with our Google account. And this is what a lot of students have been seeing. It's saying that they are not linked to an account. So we're going to go ahead and click sign up there. And we're going to click on I'm a student. And then it says here we need a passcode. So I happen to know this is Yakamac's passcode. It's important hamster 87. Now, again, this is a randomized thing. This is just for this school year, just for the 2019-2020 school year. I believe it will probably change. But right there, now it says I'm in. So I'm going to sign up with Google. Choose that username again. And from there, it will take us in. Okay. And then what this site does, it actually gives a lot of good grammar practice, but it customizes it. So a student can pick the topics that they're interested in, the series and movies and book series. They can even put in their friends' names, and then it'll customize the pets' names. It'll customize those grammar questions around that student. So pretty cool site for that, and it kind of makes grammar practice a little more fun when it's about things that the student is already interested in. So I believe that covers most of the sites fourth grade uses. BrainPOP is another one. And if we click log into BrainPOP, when you log into BrainPOP, we're not going to sign in with our Google accounts here, unfortunately. We're going to sign in with the login FOT2013, and then our password is going to be KEAGY, KEAGY, FOR, so KEAGY 413. So KEAGY, the word for FOR, and 13. And then we're going to click log in. And this site gives access to videos on a variety of topics. There's all kinds of subjects here and content and all kinds of various things that you can check out. So that's another great resource. Okay. All right, well, I believe that covers most of our main websites. And as always, please reach out to your child's teacher if you have specific questions. There's lots of other fun things on here as well that students can get into and check out. But that covers most of the main things we use as a fourth grade team. So be sure to check them out. If you have trouble logging into anything, please reach out to your child's teacher, and they can certainly help you out there as well. Thank you, everybody.